What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion that we do every trading day. Today Thursday, just one day earlier before the NFP, and very exciting week. As you can see, GJ is dropping as expected, as you have seen in my analysis early today, and we also have been able to grab some pips on this one as well. We had a big trade, but due to the news volatility we have closed a bit earlier, but anyway the price is moving in the direction. Some of my students definitely have got the full profit in it because the timing is very quick during the news announcement. And we see that GJ now just melting down. We'll look at all of them one by one. Guys, before I begin this session, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet, so that you don't miss out any of the content that we are releasing every single day. So let's begin first of all with Gbpusd that we discussed, because this pair looks very volatile, and let's find out how I predicted this market early today so that you can learn from it. And this is also one of our strategy that we are using in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is our sniper entry technique in this instrument. So what do you see that Gbpusd, as you can see yesterday during this live session, this bearish engulfer was forming. This is what exactly expected, that this instrument to drop, and you can see that after this big drop there is another candle which is also continuation pattern after this kind of strong bearish engulfer, followed by a narrower candle with a full body. It's a continuation pattern, and as a result we have seen this market has created this impulse followed by this correction. Now this is where we see that if you closely look at the previous session, Gbpusd has grabbed liquidity from this very important resistance level, and that is where we have seen that GJ in fact has created this massive move to the downside. Now this is a news candle which is also very important, and the way the price action is forming, to me, I think that Gbpusd might continue to drop further. So let's quickly look at the bigger picture to see in fact where we can expect this drop, or we can, if you are not entering the trade, if you are not in our VIP Telegram channel, then let me tell you where we can find next trading opportunity, where we can, even in this live session, if we find, definitely we'll join, we'll enter a trade. Now looking at first of all monthly perspective, as you can see, GJ from the monthly is highly bearish, as you can see, back to back. Now if you analyze this monthly candlestick pattern, you can see that this back to back 2 months was strongly bearish, followed by this one narrow doji. The previous months was in fact a narrower candle, which is a weaker effort from the buyers. So as a result, what we have seen that this month, as soon as market opened, the price started to drop, and this is where we can see that Gbpusd is coming back down. And I think that because the way the price action form, it should come down a lot to the downside. At least we can expect this market to break this previous monthly low, which is almost, how many pip remaining, is almost 260-70 pip still move remaining for this one. Let's see how we can grab another trade over the time. So let's look at the weekly perspective. Now probably you have seen my weekly forex forecast. This is what exactly expected on GJ, and the price is doing in the same way. Guys, give a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, so that you don't miss out this kind of content. And also I would suggest, if you haven't watched the previous weekly forex forecast, you can watch that in the channel. That will help you to understand how it was predicted, so that you can, next week you can predict in the same way, to implement in your trading. Now Gbpusd from the weekly perspective, we see that this is a continuation pattern, trend following. You see there is a strong liquidity grab from here, and then the price has created this movement followed by this correction. Okay, so with that correction, what we see that in Gbpusd, if you draw this level here, you can exactly see how the price action is forming. Now you see that there is a previous resistance here, support here, which is turning resistance exactly, and we see that from that resistance the price has bounced. So this is a continuation pattern. After this impulse correction, we can expect another impulse. We can expect GBP/JPY over the long term to drop a lot. So this is the starting of a weekly impulse, which is in fact higher time frame. So lower time frame, we should find some good trading opportunity. Now if you look at the daily perspective on GJ, we see that this trend line, this resistance is being respected. As you can see from this high liquidity area on GBP/JPY, the price, there is a consolidation and deceleration, created a double top and then has broken down. So it could be a new move for a new lower low. Why? Because when you see the price fail to create a lower low, it created a higher high. This is, you see over and over in the market. When you see that, if you see in a trending market, if the price to fail to create a new lower low, in most cases you see that it will break the market structure, will create a higher high, grab liquidity, and then will continue to drop. Now GJ is doing exactly as it is. Now let's look at the lower time frame. Now where did I enter the trade on GBP/JPY is, this is the entry candle. Now this candle is exactly satisfying the rules of our sniper entry trading strategy available in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. If you are our lifetime member, I'll suggest you to go to your student dashboard, review the website. Exactly, you will find the strategy, learn it. If you are not our member, I'll recommend you to join our lifetime access plan. There is a discount going on, today's special one. Let me tell you where you can find. So there is an NFP discount going on. So you can see on the screen, you can join today. Best time to join, lifetime member, to become an independent professional trader and also trade with us, learn our strategies, and also you will be able to access this indicator, which is our TF or trend following strategy indicator, translated into a Pine script. So if you are our lifetime member, you will have access this too. So this is with GBP/JPY. So let's see what other pairs are doing, including the gold. There is a big move happen on the gold, so we'll jump on one by one. In the meantime, guys, make sure you join the live chat too. If you have any question, you can ask me in the live chat. Pranav, hi coach, I'm waiting for your analysis on gold. Absolutely, we'll jump on gold next. Joke, thank you very much. Mila, good morning. Nizam, how are you? I'm good, Mila. Thank you very much for asking, and thank you for joining this live session. Shadi, good day, boss. Thank you, Shadi. Mohanad, hi coach. We miss your lesson, please. US30. Thank you very much. I miss your comment too. Thank you for being here. HK Gold. Yep, absolutely. So what do you think about news? Yeah, we'll discuss about the news. Absolutely. The news is very important this week. As you can see, the market is volatile. I love this kind of market. You know, couple of weeks I really was a bit bored, as you, like you, I think you guys also had the same thing. The market was moving in a sideway. This is happen, you know. If you are trading for some time, you know that trading is the most boring job in the world, but at the same time it's freedom, you know. And that's why, in fact, you know, that the main reason trader lose money is not because they don't know trading or they don't have a strategy, is because of the boredom, you know. As a matter of fact, if you you know, it is, even by research is saying that boredom is the worst kind of feeling one can ever have. And so when people bored, they started to find a reason for trading. That's why personally, you know, when I'm not on chart, I don't think about trading. I go back to some other activities that I love doing. That's how I stay, you know, patient. I think that's the best way, because if you constantly look for trade, at some point you will convince yourself to find a trade where there is not there. And this is a very, very important mastery you need to gain as a trader, so that you can have, you know, enough self-control, which is very important as a trader. So let's look at the one that now we'll look at the gold. Now gold, you can see that there has been an inverted head and shoulder in this 4-hour time frame, has broken to the upside. So let's look at first of all bigger picture to understand where we can find gold trading opportunity. Now before I jump on a gold, let me look at the Forex factory calendar. Okay, so looking at Forex factory calendar, what we see that on Forex Factory, this is a, if you're completely beginner as a trader, this is a free website where you can find the news schedule. It's a free website. Now you can see that there was dollar USD news from yesterday, quite a few news today. 11 p.m. GBP news, which break the GBP down. So what we see that basically some of them are tentative, like you can't find any sensible reason for change in price here. There's only one. We see the official bank rate, which is 4%. Forecast was 4%, actual is 4%, which is very pretty reasonable. That's fine. 11:30 p.m. also GBP, which is the Bailey speaks, so it's also tentative. There's nothing you can predict on this one. So there is another important news coming on euro, which is 12:15 a.m., which is from here around 35 minutes away. Also another important news coming up, and tomorrow is NFP, as you know, that very big day, guys. So I really love NFP. This is where we'll be trading live NFP here in this session. And also not only this, the day NFP, you can see now the market is breaking down. So there is a lot of trade. As you can see, we have secured some pips on GBP/JPY, though it was a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio trade before we closed earlier a bit because the news was looking volatile. Just wanna secure some profit in case that if there is any hunting, we'll have a lot of trade, no problem. That is said that the market will open tomorrow all the time. Just not being patient is the key in trading. Not being impatient, not being impatient. So let's look at gold now. Looking at monthly perspective on gold, what we see that gold, let's look at the overall picture. As you can see, gold has a big bounce from this monthly level of support. This is in fact a big bounce followed by, as you can see, with this monthly bullish engulfer on gold. In fact, it's a huge bullish engulfer followed by, you can see there is a narrower candle on the monthly. So this is the starting of the move. That's a sign that gold is set for another move to the upside. Okay, this is what I exactly mentioned yesterday, that either gold is coming for a deeper retracement or it is going to be bullish. Now the way the price action is formed, if we saw, let's say, a deeper red candle, then we could see that okay, gold might be going for deeper retracement. Now the way the price action form, already we have seen a bounce to the upside. Now what I think, that it doesn't mean that that I don't think that gold will be like that on the lower time frame. Let's see where we can find trading opportunity. Looking at the weekly, this is the weekly candle, which is, in fact, you can see it grabbed liquidity from here. So still 1 day 10 hours to go on gold, this weekly candle. But in fact, it's a big sign that gold prepared for a bigger move to the upside, okay, in the upcoming days. What I think that, guys, where gold is coming is here, at least to this level. Okay, so that means that 2029, it's not 2023, 22 or 29, is the price. 2029 is going to hit what I think that gold, or in best case we could see that gold even hitting this resistance level. Okay, so that is where we can find a good trading opportunity, because this weekly price action is perfect liquidity grab after the double doji. As you can see, the price didn't come for they couldn't break the previous double doji's low. in fact it grabbed liquidity and then bounced to the upside. That's a sign that gold is likely to go up a lot. So with that in mind, let's look at the daily. Now from the daily perspective, we see that from this daily 20 MA, gold has created this big daily pin bar, okay, followed by we see that this daily candle is a continuation pattern. Okay, now why I think that gold is going to go a lot to this level is because, keep in mind guys, trend is not built in one day. Saying that, you know, Rome is not built in one day. Trading with the trend is always the best. Now when you see a market, these are the key things that you need to understand to make money from the market. When you see, let's say, a trending market creating series of higher high and higher low, and when you see this market is like, you know, getting little bit of older, like the, you know, weaker, you see the market might be breaking the trend line, grabbing liquidity. In that case, there's a lot of confusion, and I sometimes feels like that, okay, it might come back a lot. If you see that this market, after breaking this, you know, that this trend line again has gone up, that's the sign that this market will go a lot. The reason is it is in fact a big liquidity grab. Okay, it's in fact a big liquidity grab. Now with that liquidity grab, gold grab liquidity from 20 MA, we can expect now this gold price to have another rise, because gain liquidity means new momentum. You can see it has broken this big green candle's low and has gone up, which is in fact a sign of new momentum. And with that in mind, we can expect now gold to go up from the daily perspective as well. So with that in mind, let's look at how we can find trading opportunity on the lower time frame, and then we'll jump on to the other pairs. So let's look at, in the meantime, how, looking at the 4-hour perspective on gold, what we see that there is, as I mentioned, there is an inverted head and shoulder form. Now for me guys, the best place to open a buy position on gold is on the retest of this neckline, okay, which is very highly likely to happen on gold, because as you can see, this inverted head and shoulder, when you see an inverted head and shoulder like that, okay, has broken up, the price highly likely that will come back down here, will test this previous resistance here, which is turning support, and from here we can expect it to continue to drop, continue to rise. Now at the same time, it may not come here, okay, this is happens. Sometimes you'll see the market leave an imbalance, and that's the normal phenomenon in the market. For example, I can show you a lot of, let's say this one, you see that the price grab liquidity here, okay, exactly in the same way, has broken from this, you know, the trend line, and then created this impulse. The price didn't come to test this level here, okay, it will come when there will be a breakdown on the higher time frame finally. So there is a probability still for gold not to come here. So then how we will know exactly when to enter? The only way we can know is that 100% not possible anything in trading, keep in mind, but we can, you know, find out the best way to find good trading opportunities. You see this impulse here on gold, this is 4-hour time frame. Now with that impulse, and then with the impulse, you see the gold has created this pattern, okay, which is a bullish pattern. Now normally when you see this kind of pattern, you can expect a liquidity grab at the bottom or liquidity grab at the top, like that, and then to continue. For me, I at least need a breakdown from this zone. Even if it is not coming to this resistance level, I need a candle to grab liquidity and then to go up. Then I will know that, okay, there is a liquidity grab. Now it creates a probability. It may not come here. We can go long from here, okay? But so far, you see this channel has not been broken yet. The price is still inside the channel. If you look at the 1-hour chart, you can see there is already a liquidity grab from the top, we can expect it to come to the 1 hour 20 EMA at least to grab liquidity from this support, and then from here to go bullish. Okay, so this is what exactly expected on gold. All right, so let's see guys, if this is in this live session, we'll jump on a trade. As you have seen last time when we were discussing a trade, it started to jump. And also you see that US oil trade, though we closed yesterday, this one was a live session, live in this YouTube live. You have seen that this trade was announced, but later was closed. If anyone didn't close it, definitely it is in fact a big trade. As you can see, back-to-back 2 dodges with a liquidity grab in the direction of the trend. It's a big trade, and this is what happened. I strongly, anyone have got profit on this one? Any one of you have opened but didn't close? Let me know in the chat. If I see at least some of you have got profit on this one, on US oil, let me know in the chat if you had. See boss morning Aussie, and thank you very much. Catherine, hi sir. Catherine from Kenya, welcome Catherine, thank you very much for joining here. Sultan, thanks for your really like how you explain. Can you give any advice on for beginners? Abu Sultan, absolutely, thank you very much for your comment. Yeah, the beginner, if you are a beginner, the best advice that I can give guys, never trade in a bigger account is the first advice. See, trust me, in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, we have a special group. With a smaller account, we gain 5%, 10%, 5%, 7% in a single trade. Okay, it is possible to gain good money using a smaller account. So first advice is do not use a bigger account if you are beginner. Secondly, learn strategy, focus on learning rather than trading is very important. I would say that trade on demo as much time as you can. Now a smaller account could be different in your zone, could be a $100 account, could be a smaller account, or $1,000 would be a smaller account based on where you are, what's your income level. But I will say that the way I define a smaller account is, let's say if you are working weekly basis, okay, let's say 80% of your 1 week salary you can consider as a smaller account. Let's say if you lose a smaller account at some point, you might lose a 1 week's pay and you still can run. But don't put all that you have in your trading account and in the beginning, which is a very, very risky things, because you know that trading is easy, it's freedom, the way, for me it's a big freedom after a long struggle. So in the similar way, you need to give yourself some time, which is very important. And this is the biggest reason that most retail traders fail, is that not giving enough time, because it's a freedom, and at the same time it's like a very, what I can say that it's like a ring. Have you seen the Lord of the Ring like this? So you need to be very, very careful when you are trading, not to to control your emotion, control your greed and fear before you do anything. So it is very important that you take care of yourself, take care of your trading account, take care of your capital before doing anything. Hello coach, thank you very much. Can you look at Gbpusd? It seems to be breaking support. Yeah, absolutely, look at it. I don't think the gold will come for retracement. I studied the previous 1 hour chart from this price. Okay, look at it. Pedro, can you please give more information with your signals? Yeah, absolutely, Pedro. We'll talk about it. I'll clearly explain. No problem, Chad. I did. Thank you very much, Chad. Awesome. Hazard, what about news? Okay, so looking at the news announcement, as you can see that news is coming. So we see that GBP already news gone, and what we see that 12:15 a.m. there is a Euro news coming up. Okay, and 12:45 also Euro news. So these are the two big news coming today on Euro. So looking at Euro, let's look at Euro dollar. So we see that from a weekly perspective on Euro dollar, looking at daily. So let's look at Euro dollar full analysis, looking at the monthly first of all. As you can see, this is the monthly candle that has closed on Euro dollar. There was a big bullish candle on the monthly perspective, and with that big bullish candle, okay, what we see that Euro dollar from the monthly time frame created this big bullish move. And if we see, as soon as this monthly open again, there is another bullish move happen. So the market is a long-term bull market on Euro dollar. It's a huge bullish market. Now with that big bullish market, what we see that if we look at the weekly perspective, the price grabbed liquidity from here, created this big bullish candle on the weekly time frame as well. So we see that back to back quite a few weeks, a strong bullish price action followed by previous week there is a doji. The price grabbed liquidity from here, again created this big bullish move. Now looking at the daily perspective, what do you see that from this daily perspective, the price grabbed liquidity from this daily 20 EMA, created this doji followed by another bullish candle. So what I think that on Euro dollar, this is the previous resistance here, which is turning support here, and from here what we can expect Euro dollar to give us a potential bullish trading opportunity. So if you look at the 4-hour perspective on Euro dollar, what we see that from the 4-hour perspective, Euro dollar has a big move to the upside. So this is a big move happen, followed by this correction to this level where there is the previous resistance here, turning support, and from here we can expect another bullish move on Euro dollar. So what we can expect on Euro dollar, what I think that there is already a big move happen after a significant retracement. We can expect another bullish move on Euro dollar. So let's see what happened, and then we'll jump on this pair to see how we can find trading opportunity. AUD USD, please absolutely look at AUD USD. Okay, so with that AUD USD, what we see that looking at first of all monthly, now as you can see with the news announcement, we see that basically DXY is, if you look at the DXY, we see that DXY is getting bearish. And if you look at AUD USD, we see that this market basically with this big bullish candle on the monthly, followed by as soon as this market opened here, we have seen another bullish move. So if we look at weekly perspective, we see that there is a big rejection from the support zone here on the weekly, and it's the weekly support here. So weekly resistance turning support, and from here we have seen a strong bounce to the upside on AUD USD. Now if you look at the daily perspective, what we see that from the daily time frame, the price tested this daily 20 EMA in an uptrending market. Okay, with that test we have seen a big bullish move happen. So if starting from here, if we see this is an impulse correction, the price was creating series of higher high and higher low on this one on AUD USD. So what I think that, as you can see, as this is a long-term bull market, the price was creating series of higher high and higher low. Okay, what I think that if we look at the 4-hour perspective, we see that basically AUD USD created this big move to the upside, followed by this correction here. Now in the similar way, like the gold, as you have seen that on the 4-hour there is an inverted head and shoulder, AUD USD also has formed the same, created an inverted head and shoulder, which is the previous resistance here. Okay, turning support on AUD USD. And what I think that highly likely the price might, what we are expecting, the price to drop to this level. This is the resistance zone here, turning support, and from here to go create a bullish move on AUD USD. So as soon as we will find suitable entry, we will consider going long on AUD USD. So the price action is bullish, like the gold, AUD USD also bullish. Yeah, absolutely. From monthly perspective, no, Euro USD is not bearish. So if you look at the monthly perspective on Euro USD, we see that for me it is still bullish. Okay, the price, as you can see, there is a big bullish move happen on euro dollar. If you look at the weekly, I think that it's a starting of another bullish move on Euro USD. If you look at the daily, in the same way, there's a still bullish move. Thank you very much. Hi sir, thank you very much. Is there something important need to know? Thank you very much. No problems. I appreciate every video and live stream. Thank you very much. Hi coach Gold, please. Absolutely, Gold will look at it. So with that in mind, let's look at what do you see that gold. So let's look at some other instruments while they are doing. Okay, Euro NZD, also you had a trade but we closed it, which is also moving in the direction. So looking at dollar yen, what do we see that on dollar yen, there is also a strong bearish price action on dollar yen. We have seen that for a very long period of time, dollar yen was creating this consolidation pattern here. Okay, so we see that the price was creating this consolidation pattern, and with that consolidation, we have seen the dollar yen has a breakdown correction. There is another breakdown on dollar yen. So what we see that basically dollar yen, the price, this is the previous support zone, which is turning resistance here on dollar yen, and from that resistance there is a big drop happen on dollar yen. So what we can expect now, this is the support here, which is turning resistance here on dollar yen, and with that support turning resistance, we see there's a strong bearish candle is forming. So we have seen there's a big move happen followed by this correction, previous support turning resistance. What we can expect dollar yen to have another drop. Now with that dollar yen, basically if you look at the daily, we see that the price basically with this daily 20 MA started to drop towards the downside on dollar yen. And I think that if you look at the monthly, we see that there is a doji. From the doji, this is basically a middleman, we see that the price is coming back down on dollar yen. Okay, so with that drop, we see the weekly perspective, there is a big series of lower high been created, and every week the price is creating series of lower high. Now this week, as soon as market open, we see the price started to drop. As this is a long-term downtrend, we can expect dollar yen to continue to drop. Now if we look at the daily perspective on dollar yen, we see that from the daily time frame, dollar yen has created a long consolidation pattern here. Now with that long consolidation, the price created this is a double top, or a lot of consolidation pattern and series of lower high. Now with that, we have seen a breakdown on dollar yen, and this is the neckline of this reversal here from this dynamic resistance. This is the daily chart. We see dollar yen has broken down. If you look at the 4-hour perspective, we see that in fact dollar yen has a big drop. Now with that in mind, there is an impulse correction. It is in another impulsive phase, and I think the dollar yen is likely to continue to drop in this direction. Let's see, like all the USD pairs, as you can see that, let's look at DXY to see. As you can see, DXY, I think that DXY, there is a, after this big drop, the price now retracing, there's a gap opening. Okay, DXY has a gap opening, you see that. I think that, guys, what I see on DXY, I think that from the DXY perspective, we might see a reversal. We could see a reversal on DXY. If you look at the monthly, weekly, daily. Let me look at the TF strategy. We see sell here. Okay, so what I think that DXY is, I think it is going to be a reversal, probably high probability, because normally if you look at the past, this is the daily chart, as you can see, and this is a daily chart. Looking at the weekly, DXY looks like that this market is, in fact, I think that this market will reverse from here. Okay, so from the 4-hour perspective, we see that there's a gap opening here, okay, on DXY. So with that gap opening, this is a very important support zone. As you can see from this level, this is the week daily chart, there is a big move happen, correction, big move. So every time the price was creating series of higher high and higher low on DXY. Okay, so this is in fact a long, starting from here, and you can see that the price just has broken this level and created same kind of gap opening on DXY, which is the daily chart, and 4 hour is creating like that. So if DXY is reversing, guys, then what you could see that GBP USD, AUD USD, gold, that all instrument might reverse. Okay, so which is a pretty interesting thing to look at. So before you look at, let's look at, dear sir, can we take in consideration AUD USD and USD CHF as an extra confirmation for gold? Thank you. No problems. Thank you very much. Good day, coach. Good day all. Thank you. GBP JPY going now, can buy. We'll look at it. Kindly suggest any good trade in gold. Yeah, absolutely, look at it. That's today's news effect and news. Yeah, absolutely. Today's news, yeah, looks like that we might see a reversal on all of them, GBP JPY going up or down. We'll look at it. What is the catalyst for DXY to reverse? Okay, so DXY to reverse is, if I look at the monthly, first of all, for me, the reason DXY might reverse is because this is in fact a huge liquidity on DXY. Okay, you can see that there's a big move happen, big drop to this level on DXY, and this is a very important level of support on DXY. Okay, so with that support, okay, what we see that in fact the price has crossed that support. Okay, and then with that crossover of this support, the price grab liquidity, and see that DXY now trying to push up. So now the reason for understanding, for think that the DXY might go bullish is because firstly the price grabbed, cross all these support zone here. Okay, so let me look at this one here. Okay, so what I think that DXY, as you can see, this is the weekly chart, this is the daily chart, and for our perspective, there's a big gap opening. With that, what we see that DXY is trying to push up, and I think that, yeah, that could be a game changer on DXY, high probability, because you can see that there was a long consolidation. The price created an uptrending market structure to the upside, and the price has broken down here, okay, with a gap opening, with this big move, DXY creating a movement, and that's, to me, it's a reversal. Okay, just looking at this one. So if we look at other instrument like AUD, USD, okay, so guys, just take a half a minute break, guys. Just I will be back. One moment. Don't leave me. Just a moment. I'll take a half a minute break and then coming back to you. Okay, guys, I'm back. Thank you very much. Thank you for being patient. Okay, so looking at, as I mentioned that, guys, if DXY is going to reverse from here, okay, which is, I think that is a big probability now for me, very high probability. In that case, because you know that this is a very, very important level of support here on DXY, okay, very important level of support. And with that support, what we see that the price has broken down from the support and created this big movement to the upside on DXY, okay. So in that move, what I think that if it reverse, we might see, let's see where we can expect if it reverse DXY. Going back to the monthly, and as you can see, I think Miller told about the euro dollar is reversing, then we could see that reversal. If we take our Fibonacci for this impulse, what we see that on DXY from the monthly, this is a 38.2% Fibonacci level. There is one here 50%, okay, and there is one here 61.8% Fibonacci level. So I think that at least the price is likely to come in the first move 38.2% Fibonacci level. In fact, as you can see, back to back 1 2 3 4 months drop, it is in fact now a demand for the price to go there. And as you can see, this red candle was below, this red candle was a huge liquidity. Why? Because if you closely look at this monthly movement on DXY, big movement followed by, as you can see, the price crossed this low, grab liquidity, and then we see the price has gone to the upside. Now if we look at the weekly time frame, what we see that from the weekly perspective, there is a big, this is the support, and the price grab liquidity from here has gone up. So if we look at the daily, what we see that from the daily time frame, this is the support that has broken here, and then we see that this market is now pushing to the upside, and this is the first Fibonacci level, 38.2% Fibonacci level. What I think that DXY is highly likely to test this Fibonacci level before creating any move. So if we look at the weekly, I think that monthly and weekly and daily giving us potential for DXY, so for to be potentially bullish. So, and there's a gap opening breakdown. This is a sign normally the market reverse. So I think that we might see even a reversal on gold as well. In that case, you see that the similar way. Okay, if you look at the weekly, it is not impossible to see a reversal, because in that case we might see that basically gold, euro, dollar, and all those instruments is in fact creating a reversal. Okay, so if you look at the GJ, also same way. So if you look at Gbpusd, what I see, that you can see there is a bearish engulfer on the daily is being formed. Looking at the monthly, see that from the monthly perspective, Gbpusd after the uprise, it has tested the some part of this monthly week. Okay, and from this resistance zone, what we see that primarily rejected, and I think that GU also is likely to drop. If DXY is coming up, as GBP getting weaker, we might see some drop on GU as well. Looking at the daily in the similar way, we see there is a bearish engulfer on GU. Okay, with this bearish engulfer, the price has is slowly coming down. So looking at the 4 hour, this is where we see that there is a middleman on the 4 hour perspective. So with that middleman formation, slowly the price is grab liquidity from here, and you see this is the resistance zone here. Okay, so with that resistance retest, we could see that GU also coming back down, and we might see in fact a bigger reversal on GJ, GU in all those instruments. Okay, putting gold, let's see what happened. Thank you, good evening. Hello coach, thank you very much. Short term gold trade, absolutely. I'm on short trade on a USDCHF. Yeah, look at it. NZD CAD, I'm long buy trade. You look at it. NZD CAD, MWD 4 hours your analysis. Thank you very much. Trade, yeah, look at it. GBP can you all see NASDAQ? Yeah, absolutely. Is within 8 minutes. So looking at the news which is announced, okay, so the one that Euro 1215, which is exactly what is forecast, which is exactly, so there is no difference between the actual and forecast, so there may not be much movement or effect. But let's see Euro USD. Yeah, in the similar way, see this one is also kind of reversal. When the market reverse, it does like this. Okay, but for me, you see that Euro USD it is looks like a big reversal pattern, but before it reverse we should see some pattern here. Okay, we'll be selling short on euro dollar. Okay, once you'll see, let's say after this one, a green candle. Okay, and then from here we can expect a continuation to the downside on euro dollar. Okay, there is a huge liquidity gap from here, created this big impulse to the upside on euro dollar, and then now the price is coming down. If you look at the monthly again, so let's look at our Fibonacci level on euro dollar. So this is the support zone that what I think that euro dollar in the initial move is likely to come down here. Okay, and from here we will see that euro dollar is going up. Okay, so we could see potentially a stronger move downward on euro dollar. Looking at the weekly perspective, this is the weekly candle. We see there is a big move happen, correction. So every time the price was creating series of higher high and higher low. Now with that weekly candle, previously we discussed about the bullish move. So far this candle, you can see it is a bullish candle, but at the same time, if you look at the lower time frame on DXY, which is in fact DXY looking bullish, so euro dollar, we might see that this is the daily chart, and you can see that whenever the price reversed, created this kind of pattern. So what do we need? Today's candle to have a strong rejection from the top, and then we can expect to go short on euro dollar. For me, a little bit of double top probably will give us a nice looking entry point on euro dollar. Any kind of reversal, we'll consider going short on euro dollar. Have a look at it. Kakulan gold closed all gaps in upside, many gaps in downward. We'll look at it. If DXY turns up, then gold does not go up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what we are talking about, Lee. So if DXY is going up, then everything is going to reverse. So including gold will drop, Gbpusd will drop, euro dollar is going to drop, AUD/USD is likely to drop. And I think that this, the way I have seen in my experience, DXY is reversing. Okay, so it's a good point to note down. Tomorrow NFP coming, guys. There will be absolutely amazing trading opportunity. As you have seen today, we have a trade on GJ, not full profit, but at least some profit, which in fact could give us a full profit. We closed earlier due to news, so there is some more trade we will be looking at very soon on. So euro and ZD also you open a trade, also you close that, also was a profitable trade anyway, so you close that one also. Anyway, so we could see some good trading opportunity coming up very soon, early tomorrow as NFP coming up. So guys, don't miss that opportunity. There is a discount going on only for 24 hours. Who want to trade NFP with us, you can be our lifetime member in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So if you join today, then there is a discount going on. You can see on the screen. Use that coupon for $100 discount. It's a gift for you to join lifetime access plan in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So you use that coupon on the lifetime access plan, you instantly get $100 off only for 24 hours. So grab that opportunity and be part of this great trading community, learn our strategies, and also trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So looking at, again, come back to the gold, that means that if DXY is coming back down, then let's look at the monthly again on gold just to review. So what I think that you can see, the price just has broken the monthly resistance level here. Okay, has broken this monthly resistance, and with that monthly resistance breakout, what we see that gold created an overextended market, and then what we see, the price has come back down. Now looking at the weekly, we see that from the weekly perspective, the price created an overextended market here as well, and with that overextension, what we see that gold from the weekly perspective, grab liquidity from here, has gone up. Now gold from the weekly perspective as well in a very important zone. As you can see, there is a big bearish engulfer. Now this zone is a strong zone of seller on gold. Okay, this is a very strong zone of seller, and from that zone, what we have seen that in fact gold slowly creating a reversal. Now if you look at the daily, now initially when I started this session, this is what I mentioned, that gold grab liquidity, we might see bullish move. Now looks to me that from the DXY we might see that gold also reverse. So let's see what happened, because if DXY is reversing, we are still not sure, but if it reverse, then we might see that gold is reversing. We need to see the price action confirmation. Now for me to consider gold is reversing, is we need any kind of price action confirmation along this zone. Let's say a double top. Okay, any kind of price action, a double top or a head and shoulder, and then from here we can expect for the gold to reverse. Okay guys, so it's in fact bearish, still not price action bullish market structure, but I think that it might reverse. We'll see what happened. Okay, wrong euro CAD closely, absolutely. Nishad, sir, I'm new in Forex, so I want to learn from you from basic to advanced. Nishad, exactly, you came to the right place. This is what the goal of our academy is, to help any level, everyone. So we have in this live session in the YouTube channel, I try to post everything for everyone, but if you want to be part of the trading community, we do have a basic foundation course and then advanced strategies, and you will be lifetime member if you are in this academy. So you can think of there is a good day today to join us to learn. Even if in this live session also, if you participate every day, there is always an opportunity here to learn everything, and don't hesitate to ask me any question. Use the live chat. I'm always here to answer any question. Thank you very much. Yeah, does euro move different to gold? Not that much. Mostly gold is very reflective to AUD USD, and second reflective to GBP USD, and third reflective to euro dollar. Okay, so basically you can almost mirror closely with AUD USD. See, this is the AUD USD price, as you can see, and this is gold price, exactly the same mirror. You see that? Okay, AUD USD, gold, right? Second mirror is GBP USD. You can see GBP USD, gold. Let me look at it. Okay, see, not that much, but similar kind. Third reflective is euro dollar. You can see similar kind, euro dollar, gold. So basically what I have seen, that AUD USD, because Australian dollar is very related to gold, and that is why AUD USD is very reflective. But other instrument is because gold is basically a mirror of what I can say DXY, right? So that is why it's USD versus this, that's why. So with the fluctuation of dollar, gold also changes. So if let's say AUD USD, GBP USD, euro dollar, all are USD pairs, is almost reflective with the gold. So yeah, you got the point. Thank you, no problems. Could I just short AUD USD on 4 hour? Please check. I'll look at it. NZD CAD, my friend, help. I'm long buy trade on pursuing NZD CAD and AUD USD. Let me look at it. So looking at NZD CAD, so your buy trade favor. Okay, looks to me that, yeah, looks to me that it could be bullish. Okay, yeah, I think that NZD CAD might be big bullish. There is a probability. There is the other way around also could happen. Okay, looking at daily, there is a liquidity grab from this daily level of support. So this is the resistance here on gold, okay, which is turning support here, and from here we can see that basically NZD CAD has a bounce. Now NZD CAD price action to me significantly bullish, because when you see this NZD CAD daily, this is a strong bullish move followed by quite a few days consolidation, and finally the price tested the neckline of this previous resistance of this inverted head and shoulder, previous resistance as support, and from here we have seen that this big bullish move happen on NZD CAD. So today we have seen so far bullish. Now it depends on for the entry point. If we look at the 4 hour, we see already the price is creating bullish price action. This is the candle that is closing 22 minutes later. So for me, what I would say that we should wait for a little bit of deeper retracement, and then we can expect a bullish move on NZD CAD. Okay, so this is the support here, just turning resistance here. Okay, so this is the resistance here, support here, support here. What I think that at some point we might see a retest of this level, and from here we can expect a bullish move on NZD CAD. So NZD CAD is bullish for me. I could be wrong at any point. There is nothing to be wrong in trading, guys. This is a big lesson that ego cannot be used in trading. You know that trading is all about probability in every area of our aspect of our life. We don't want to be wrong, and this is in fact a big lesson when you come to trading. In my case also, I have learned a big lesson from trading, a life lesson you can say, is because that when to be honest, you could see in your experience, when you offend someone very often, someone might get offended when he or she proved to be wrong. This is the normal human psychology. But when you are in trading, that the same thing act, and you have to be flexible and be okay with being wrong. And it's okay initially if you some of you said that you came to trading as a new member. So it's very important that, guys, you understand that concept of it's okay to be wrong. It's very important. So looking at yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Hello, sir. Can you please look at Gbp NZD? Absolutely. NAS100. Good morning, coach. Thank you. NZD Cat, my friend. Yeah, absolutely. Top of the day, coach. Did you go over the US30? So I will watch the video later. Yeah, we haven't got US30 yet. We'll look at it. So DXY will go up today because market want to cover gap. Look at it. GBPCH, I'm waiting for selling short. What's your analysis? Look at it. Do you see GBP AUD is in buy zone? So, okay, we'll look at it. AUD CHF. Okay, looking at AUD CHF, looking at first of all monthly perspective on AUD CHF, we see that this is the monthly price action. So monthly, we see after this monthly close, the price initially has gone up. Looking at weekly, now from the weekly, we see that AUD CHF kind of bearish movement. Daily, okay, so what we see that AUD CHF is basically the price. This is the daily chart. Okay, there's a big impulse on the daily correction. For me, what I think that you see this support we have drawn on AUD CHF, what I think the price will drop from here. Highly likely that it might respect this level and from here will create a bullish move. To me, what I think that AUD CHF might, after retest of this level, we might see that a bullish move happen on AUD CHF. So this could be the situation with AUD CHF. You go to the daily, or it could come back down here to grab liquidity from daily 20 MA, and then we might see that AUD CHF has gone up. So let's see what happened. For me, I think that there's an impulse correction. We can expect another impulsive phase, but at the same time, let's see how this one, I think that it will come back down here, grab liquidity, and then we might see that another bullish move on AUD CHF. Thank you, coach. Please don't forget AUDSD. Absolutely. Can you look at Don Jones? Yeah, absolutely. GBPCHF, my friend. Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so looking at GBPCHF. All right, we see that GBPCHF, there is a big middleman with a strong liquidity grab back to back. There's one here, there's one here, and this one also a new candle. Let me look at the full multi-time frame analysis. Looking at monthly on GBPCHF, what we see that from the monthly perspective, GBPCHF has formed this. Okay, this is a monthly time frame. There is a big rejection from here. Okay, with that rejection on the monthly, we see that GBPCHS this month, as soon as market open, we see some downward move, and I think that because as you can see, the price grab liquidity from here, big drop, and then we see again another drop. So looking at weekly perspective, we see the price is respecting this resistance level here. Okay, and we see there is a strong liquidity grab from here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and resistance here. And all this resistance, we see this week the price has strongly rejected, and the price, I think that highly likely it will drop in this level, and there is a nearest liquidity zone is here on GBP CHF. Looking at daily, looking at from the daily perspective, there is a big move happen on the daily. What I think that this price is still bearish. So if we look at 4 hour, there is a middleman is being formed. That one has, you know, enough liquidity. Okay, this is the liquidity graph from here, from this resistance zone, and with that liquidity graph, the price has formed this middleman on the 4 hour perspective. So this one, I think that GBP CHF is likely to continue to drop. Okay, for me it's bearish. Like the GBP USD, you can see there is a big long candle. Let me see. I think that GBP USD, so basically with the price action with the DXY, I think that you see gold also coming down slowly. I think that we might see a reversal on all of them. As NFP is a very important, as you know that tomorrow NFP coming, and we'll be trading live in this session, guys, NFP. So make sure, guys, that you join this live session. Make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, press that bell notification so that you don't miss out any of the content that we are posting. And also tomorrow's live session, I'll pause for 2 seconds, guys. Everyone give a big thumbs up so that the video stay at the top of the search engine, guys. Thank you very much for your help to the channel. And if you want to learn our strategies, join us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy to trade with us, to learn to become an independent professional trader. Also, there is a discount going on only for 24 hours. You can find a coupon in the description area, and also you can see this on the screen where you can use that coupon for a lifetime access plan and joining for only for 24 hours. So let's look at now in the similar way GBP AUD. Okay, some of you ask for GBP AUD. Let me look at it. Thank you very much for your support to the channel. Now GBP AUD monthly, which is in fact a strongly bearish market, you can see that okay. So you see that the price, this is the resistance here, okay, also resistance here, and we see that from this resistance level there is a grab liquidity from here, created this big bearish candle, followed by every month we see that there's a big drop. And I think that we might see some bigger move on this one, because if you closely look at historically, GBP AUD is in fact a long-term bearish market. Now if we look at the weekly perspective, we see that there is in fact weekly time frame has a big head and shoulder, which is in fact things to consider, you know, because weekly head and shoulder is a big one, right? Higher time frame head and shoulder means you can find a lot of, you know, directional bias on the lower time frame. Looking at the daily, now with this daily 20 EMA retest, we see that in fact GBP has a big drop. There is a liquidity graph from here as well on the daily, and also there is double top formation, drop, correction, drop, correction. So every day the price was creating series of lower high and lower low. So with that in mind, what we can expect on GBP to grab liquidity from here and then to drop. So this is the resistance zone. As you can see, the price forming a middleman with this liquidity grab, okay, which is in fact high probability trading opportunity here. Yeah, looks like that. As you can see, DXY coming back to that one again. We see that after gap opening, there's a big move happen. Okay, Euro GBP, guys, let's look at this one. Also very important. We see another strong liquidity gap here as Euro news already been released. Okay, we see that this is also volatile. This Euro GBP is highly volatile. If you look at the monthly, what we see that on Euro GBP from the monthly perspective, there is a, after the previous monthly doji, we see Euro GBP has a bounce from here. Looking at weekly with this previous weekly doji, Euro GBP also has a big move to the upside. What we see, the previous resistance zone, which is turning support here on Euro GBP. Looking at daily, see there's a previous resistance here, which is also support here, and also we see this is the price where we can expect for this price to the big impulse. This daily chart, I think that Euro GBP might give us another bullish trading opportunity. Now from the daily perspective, this price action is quite bullish. You can see there is a double bottom here, has a breakout. So if you look at the 4 hour, what we see, there is a, you can see there is a doji on the 4 hour on Euro GBP. Look at which way the market might be heading. Okay, for me, you see there is a narrow gap here, narrow doji. Okay, so we'll be buying Euro GBP now for short term. Okay, just for quick buy. This is a quick trade on Euro GBP. I'll explain why I'm taking. Keep in mind, guys, everything here is only for educational purpose. Okay, nothing to be taken as investment or financial advice. It's only for educational purpose, just to help you to learn trading. So the reason small risk to reward is because you can see there the price, it's not a small 1-to-1, is in fact a good risk to reward. We can set TP1 and TP2, but for the time being, first let's set the trade. So we see that there is 26 pips stop loss. So TP1 we can close at around 33 pip. Okay, so I'll explain why I'm opening this trade, everything. So let me see. So it's good that we have some downward move that can give us it's a big rejection, but I think that we should see some okay, so we see the price on the daily support now. Okay, so okay, you see this very big movement on Euro GBP. Okay, so with this big movement, there is a narrow candle here on the 4-hour, which is in fact a high liquidity zone, and the price now testing this resistance as support, and we can expect a movement to the upside from this level here, from this zone. And as you can see, Euro GBP for me, it's just because it's a big movement happen. And let's see what happened. We just open the trade here. The reason Euro GBP is highly volatile. So you see that euro dollar, GBP USD, all those pairs now reversing. Okay, from GBP USD perspective, there is a middleman on this one here as well. Okay, this candle is a strong sell signal for me, GBP USD, and because we opened Euro GBP, so we see that Euro CAD, Euro NZD, we opened this trade early, and that trade basically we closed it earlier. So we see some Okay, let the Euro GBP go up now. Okay, so GBP pairs, let's look at all the GBP. Okay, so GBP CHF, guys, has a big middleman. So GBP pairs would be better rather than Euro GBP. Let me look at monthly. So GBP CHF, you can see this is a typical doji, which is a middleman, grab liquidity from all of them. Bearish. GBP AUD also highly bearish, except Euro GBP, which is moving in the other direction. Euro GBP might not moving as expected. Euro looks very weaker than. Okay, probably Euro GBP was a wrong choice. Okay, looks like that you can see Euro dollar big bearish candle. So this is what exactly expected. You can see gold also has a strong rejection. Okay, what I think that, as I mentioned, the DXY reversed. Okay, then Euro GBP probably not a good choice one. See candle close. Okay, so all those pairs, let's say Euro JPY, it grabbed liquidity quite a few times. Okay, so from this you can see there is a long-term resistance. The price has broken this resistance to the upside. From this resistance we have seen that the price basically grabbed liquidity once here, so once here, and also once here. Okay, couple of multiple times grabbed liquidity and then has broken down completely with this 20 EMA. Okay, Now what we could see potentially that Eurojpy is probably will go up and test this previous support turning resistance, and from here we can expect a drop on Eurojpy. So for me, all those, especially the Euro and GBP pairs, is looking like that they're bearish. There's a big drop on Eurojpy. Now looking at monthly, we can see that after this previous monthly doji, this one is preparing for a drop on the weekly as well, preparing for a drop on the daily, also preparing for a drop. Now 4 hour, we need to see a little bit of retracement to the upside, especially testing this support as resistance could give us potential entry opportunity on Euro JPY. Okay, so Euro GBP, we'll keep that running. Let's see. I think that we should see some movement to the upside on this one, as the price is still above, has closed above this important resistance level, which is turning support. You can see this is the resistance turning support, and so once you will see, for example, gold, as I mentioned, that if DXY is reversing, if we see that gold basically, let's say, created a double top, okay, or any kind of pattern, then we can expect for gold to drop from here. Okay, so you could see that there's a double top here and then to drop. Okay, so with that in mind, this is the resistance here, okay, which is turning support with this 20 EMA. And I think that if the price reverse, then we might not even see respecting this level. Instead, we might see that DXY is coming back down. Okay, pardon me, gold is coming back down. Okay guys, so okay, dollar CAD, so as DXY is going up, dollar CAD in the same way. Let's look at the daily. Dollar CAD is very important in terms of NFP, as you know that during the NFP always dollar CAD is very important. So this time we see there isn't any CAD news coming up, but still I think this market will reverse here. Also looking at the monthly on DXY, pardon me, USD CAD, we see that from the monthly there's a big bearish angular followed by narrower. Looking at the weekly, so there is a resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, turning support here, support here. Okay, with that we can expect now, I think that dollar CAD, we should see some bullish move on this one, but the pricing is still bearish. Until we see a reversal, we can expect to be bearish. But we see that the price just, this is the daily chart, and is forming a support here. Okay, okay, so dollar yen, as I mentioned, there is a bearish engulfer. Now dollar yen is creating a bearish movement again on this one. Okay, So Eurogb probably has gone the other way. Still we have a probability, but let's see if it is respecting this resistance here. Okay, for Eurogp, price didn't move up, but I think that before breaking this low we should see some upward movement. So what you're gonna do now, we will close this one break even, because looks like that will not work out. So Eurogp, okay, so move your take profit at entry. If in case the price is going up, we'll close this one break even, otherwise it's just losing trade. Just let it go if it happens. Looking at gold, so hopefully that it will go up and hit the break even. Okay guys, so we see that what we have seen on gold with respect to the DXY. Okay, what we are seeing that basically DXY looks like that it is reversing from here. Okay, so with that reversal we can expect DXY now to continue to go up in this direction. So what I think that with that gap opening, DXY is likely to go up. Looking at the daily, there's a gap opening, big gap opening, and with that gap opening, DXY, high probability that the price might reverse. And as NFP coming tomorrow, we'll be looking all of them to find suitable entry opportunity in most of the USD pairs. So if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us, then you can find a link in the description area. You can join us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy to become an independent trader. So with that in mind, I'm gonna end this session guys for today, and tomorrow I'll be coming live again. Until then, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you tomorrow.